I think it's called Chickenfoot because like on the map, if you do the 3 out and backs, it looks like a chicken foot. So I guess I did DNF the Belknap Chickenfoot. 3 trails, out and back. I don't know how I messed that up. All right, today we're in the Belknaps again, and we're coming from, Carriage Road. This is the Carriage Road. And we're gonna do, I think it's called Chickenfoot. I feel like I've seen people do this route before, and I thought it was called Chickenfoot. And this morning I go and like Google it just to see if it was actually called Chickenfoot, and I just did Belknaps Chickenfoot. Nothing came up. So but what it is, I think I'm just gonna do, it's like an out and back to Gunstock, Belknap and Piper. But every time you go back to that gate that we just started at. So I'm going up Piper right now. I don't know what trail this is. Red markings. Ooh, we also got blue markings. So no, I think this is red markings. So we're gonna go up and back to Piper, come down here, and then we take the Carriage Road, which hopefully, I think it only goes like halfway up, but hopefully it's not just like road the whole way. And then we'll go down that, and then we'll go up Gunstock, which is steep, technical, good trail. So that's the game plan today. I don't really know. I'm gonna do a couple hours. I don't really know how long this is gonna take or how many miles it is, but I think the climbs are like 12 to 1500 feet each. So should get probably 3,000 feet of gain at least. But the goal of today is to try and start getting the mountain legs back into shape for kind of like mountain terrain. I feel like in the winter, you definitely, obviously, you lose all the rocks, all the technical stuff, and I don't think it's not like those skills go away, but it takes a little bit to get your technical footing back. So trying to get into that the best we can right now. Probably the next month, few weeks in the White Mountains, it's just gonna be kind of a post-holy mess. Wet, muddy, low, down low, and then up top you're gonna have to bring snowshoes and that whole deal. So definitely a good time to pick your days up there. But yeah, we're gonna get in some good dirt miles, rocky miles today. I think everyone in New England, or at least New Hampshire, maybe Maine, Vermont, was pretty shocked at the snow last weekend. Mid-April snow. Around me, we got like 6 inches. And it was like, all right, this is getting a little bit much. Cause yeah, that week it snowed like, it flurried like 3 or 4 times during the week. And yeah, I think everyone's ready for spring. I will say, I pretty much figured out why it's been snowing so much recently. I think like 3 weeks ago, kind of cleaning out my truck a little bit, I took my snow brush out, and then yeah, for the next 2 weeks it just snowed like every other day. So hand up, That's on me. The snow brush is back in the truck, and I'm gonna leave it there until May. So, yeah, we shouldn't have any more snow now, as long as that thing stays in my truck. But going back to this route, I think these trails are probably the steepest, most technical. I guess the carriage road is like mostly road, but hopefully after that. And yeah, the goal is to kind of simulate the White Mountains in those trails the best I can. And I think I mean, going up to Gunstock from this side is definitely steep and technical. This trail is gonna get somewhat rocky. And then the other one I haven't bet on yet, but I think there's a few good places in southern central New Hampshire to get that in. Like Monadnock is probably the best. I mean, that is, every time I go over there, it's almost shocking how rocky it is. Like, it is, there are a couple of trails that, just like the Whites, you're running downhill, you know, 15-minute miles. You're like, what is going on? I ran that whole thing. Am I trying? But no, it's definitely technical. So that's one I'll definitely be going to a little bit. I mean, these are really good. There are, I wouldn't say it's as steep or like slabby rock, but there's some technical stuff and there is some steep stuff. So this is pretty good. Uncanunix, like White Dot at Uncanunix, that's a pretty good one. The Wapak Trail, I just did that for the first time last weekend or the weekend before. That's pretty good. The Northern Wapak, so North Pack, that's some decent stuff over there. So there are definitely some good options. And then in a couple weeks, like, trying to stick to the red here. Yeah, and then in a couple weeks, even though the 4,000 footers are gonna still have snow, then like the Southern Whites, 3,000 footers, 2,500 feet mountains, they're gonna be melted out. And those are good options too. So it's definitely, spring is here. Finally, I think it's gonna be 75 this weekend, at least southern New Hampshire. And yeah, I mean, everyone's getting ready for trail season. So that's what we're doing. It is windy today, but not too cold. So this is kind of gonna be like a medium long run for me. Had an easy day yesterday, easy day tomorrow. So unless it gets really steep, I try to run a lot of the ups. Even if it's a little bit slower than I can hike them, I think it's beneficial to get those running muscles going. When you have, like, I'm not going super hard today, but when it doesn't have to be a super easy day, you're not feeling super tired. I think it's good to kind of get those muscles going, because if you get better at running uphill, you're gonna get better at hiking uphill. But it doesn't always go the other way. So it'll probably be like 50-50 mix on the uphills today. And as far as my trail objectives this year, I was signed up for the WAPAC 50-mile race, but I just dropped out a couple weeks ago. It just didn't fit in my schedule great, and I guess it was the least exciting of my objectives this year, so made kind of a business decision, cut it out. Still know people doing it. It's an awesome race, or it looks like an awesome race. And it's only a couple weeks out now. But the new main objective, and it was the main objective for this year, is gonna be to do the Lodge to Dodge route. So probably in June, when everything melts, give that a go, see how it goes. I'm feeling pretty fit for it. Definitely have more training to do, but I think the biggest thing, like I was talking about earlier, I gotta run on rock more. I need more rock in my life right now, because that's gonna be a brutal route, and gotta get the knees, everything ready for it. So yeah, I think the next month I'm gonna kind of keep building up volume a little bit, and then after that, the main objective is vert and rock. So we're gonna start mixing that in a little more, and yeah, try to get ready for that. It's above freezing. There's still ice on these trails, so gonna be trying to be careful and not slip on ice. All right, leg one complete. That was Piper, or this is Piper. 22 minutes. Yeah, now we go back down where we came from. So this is the first chicken finger. Is that the right terminology? Okay. All right, we had one near miss, near fall, whatever you want to call it, on the descent. There were just a few spots. It was very kind of shady and shadowy. I guess like literally every trail in the morning when the sun's rising. But yeah, I did not see the ice on one of the slabs, and I went for a little bit of a slip and slide, but stayed up. So yeah, that ice is pesky. I really honestly thought that it would all be melted by now, but guess I was wrong. And I think that was only 1,000 or 1,100 feet of gain on the first one to Piper. But Belknap is definitely the tallest mountain, so this climb is gonna be it's gonna be more. And I think there's a couple trails once we get to the top of the auto road. So I'll have to make a decision then. The road's right there. Yeah, we pop out right here. Road runner. Should have brought my carbon plated shoes. I think roads are more fun when it's up a hill or up a mountain. Roads are alright. Alright, so that bridge back there, it turned to gravel. So nice. I'd rather run up this than straight pavement, but we'll see if this brings us all the way to the top. Dirt roads are also a good way to get uphill running, just because on a trail, if you got to take bigger step ups, logs, roots, whatever, but on dirt, you can just take as small as steps as you need to keep it whatever level of effort you're trying to do, and you're still working those running muscles. So like, you can just take baby steps, and it's gonna help running uphill, I think. Who knows? I hope that was fine. Yeah, just fumbled it onto rock and dirt. My first reaction was to kick it back up to myself, and just fucking kicked it into the dirt more. We'll see if you can see my shoe hitting the camera or the other side. Birds. I don't know what kind. Man, did you see that flyby? I'm gonna have to submit that to Planet Earth. 4K. So I guess, yeah, when I looked this morning on the map, I guess I did see a parking lot up here, but it looks like it's just parking. There's some sort of old shed over there, but yeah, it was a good little, I guess that wasn't steep or technical, really what I was looking for, but it's still good to get some uphill road running. I'm liking this. the trail? Where's the trail go? We want to go that way. Oh yeah, that's the one with the fire tower. Okay. The ice is holding on. We're officially bushwhacking. Trail got turned to straight ice quick. We have to be close. Clearing up a little bit. Should have brought my crampons. Haha. Haha. Huh. Oh. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna have to be like extra careful on the way down. This is actually, am I gonna DNF Mount Belknap in April? Oh my gosh. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. What is going on? In my head, I'm like, let's avoid the ice and the whites. Go to the Belknaps. What does that say? And then just come to the Belknaps. Is this spring or something? Huh. Alright. We gotta find this tower. Yeah, no, let's not go to the whites. Let's go to the Belknaps. All ice. And then this morning, probably in the whites, the trails are probably nice. Because it's like 30s. Please don't drop the camera. Oh my gosh. Windy. Oh, it's clear though. Nice. Yeah, I think that's Winnisquam, and that's Winnipesaukee. Okay, that's chicken finger number 2 completed. Well, the climb. So now we're going back down that crazy ice descent. So I got a half a mile of just not being stupid and not getting hurt, and then dirt road, paved road, and then we go up to Gunstock, and that'll be the last. And I don't think I mentioned this before, it probably was obvious. I think it's called Chickenfoot because, like, on the map, if you do the 3 out and backs, it looks like a chicken foot. So go figure. All right, gotta be smart here. Whoa. Yeah, we're gonna bushwhack. All right, we survived, I think. Oh, spoke too soon. We survived the ice. Barely. All right, we're 5.5 miles in, 2,500 feet of gain. So the Chickenfoot is coming through. This is gonna be like, this is gonna be 4,000 feet of gain once we go up Gunstock. I mean, that's pretty good in like 8 miles or something. That is punchy. These dirt miles make it go by quicker too. Road. Wah, wah. All right, the final climb, Gunstock. All right, at the last outlook, somehow got off the trail, the marked trail. Seems like this is like kind of a herd path. I can see where we want to go. Up. So, after going up Piper, I didn't come down and touch the gate before going to Belknap. And I think you're supposed to do that for the actual Chickenfoot or whatever. And then, now I'm just bushwhacking. So, I guess I did DNF the Belknap Chickenfoot. I mean, 3 trails, out and back. I don't know how I messed that up. But, we're not in a time crunch. But I'm not in a time crunch. So I kind of got to find this trail. Get the heck out of here. But we should be popping out to the ski resort or a trail or something soon. Luckily, this isn't like full on, like, I'm not hugging trees to get through this, but it's kind of open. This is not the trail. Oh. That's a sign we're getting close to something. I also have Gaia. I could just look at a map, but aha, I see a blaze. So I thought I was in between orange and green, and now I'm on yellow, which means I guess I go this way. Oh my gosh. Skiing is done. Good thing we're not skiing. Super clear today. And it's nice out in the sun. It's like 40 something degrees. I feel like I can breathe. All right, we gotta go. Oh shit. This is gonna be way at the back, and I'm predicting 2 people see that, and I'm hoping for at least 1 laugh there. That was art. We're gonna stay on this trail this time. That's all for today. For views. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, still ice up here. And I'm already on green. Like, How does that happen? I think that's icy. Green. Like I just blinked. I'm on a different trail. I will say, yeah, I mean, I've never got totally lost. In these trails, there's like a lot of just kind of windy trails here, but yeah, definitely one to just head down, ignore trail signs sometimes, but that might be it. Peace. Oh, and one more thing, just to close the loop. That was the third chicken finger. So we successfully made the chicken foot, some bushwhacking, didn't touch the gate once, but I got 3,800 feet of gain and 8.5 miles right now. We're almost to the end. 2 hours. It's good, it's punchy. I mean, yeah, almost 4,000 feet of vert. I'm gonna do a few hill strides to end this off. So I'll get 4,000 feet of vert, probably 10 miles. Yeah, that'll get the legs, starting to get the legs mountain ready. Okay, now peace.